Well, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laura Torres with Blue Star Careers, and we have here a very special Employer Spotlight San Diego edition. So if you're watching this in San Diego page, community page, for the first time, this is an Employer Spotlight where we bring you a unique and military spouse friendly employers who are here to share with you tips, tricks, and all the ins and outs about the application process and how you, the military spouse, can become employed and join their company. So in this case, I feel like I know you forever, Valeria. We've gone through we've gone through major issues already together. We did technology issues. So I feel like
We
we
really
experienced
did.
life already together,
I
right?
know. We're like best friends now. Definitely. We go get coffee all the time too.
Absolutely, and definitely will go and visit you at the Mira Mesa office. So, but before we get going, I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is Spouseforce Live coming to you. Spouseforce is a virtual community where we bring you all kinds of different resources for military spouses. So make sure that you post your questions, your comments, and we let us know where you're watching because we'd like to send you a shout out. We are in 4 different communities, and we want to make sure that we acknowledge your support. So, Valeria, get back to you and Maxim
Perfect.
Healthcare Services. So tell me all about you and the company that you represent. And while you do that, I'm going to double check to make sure that we are actually, in fact, on live.
Okay, perfect. Well, hi everyone. It's a pleasure definitely to be here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Valeria Saca, and I am the Business Development Manager here at Maxim Healthcare. I've been with Maxim for around 3.5 years or so. I'll be going on my 4th year next year, so very exciting. Just a little fun fact about me. I went to school here in San Diego. I went to San Diego State. I am a fellow Aztec. I'm very, very proud to be an Aztec. And as a matter of fact, I will be pursuing this year my master's degree as well. So I'm very excited about that. But now about Maxim, because you guys are all here for that. We have been around for over 30 years now. So that's huge. We have over 150 offices where we provide various different services, and we are nationwide. So literally anywhere that you could think of, we have a Maxim office. Fun fact, we have an office in Alaska. I have not been to that office yet. I know, right? I really want to go, Laura. I'm just thinking like maybe if I say it so many times, I'll just put it out to the universe, and then for some reason I will go out and visit that office.
Let's talk to management.
Literally. So right now I am currently residing in the Mission Valley location. We have this location and our Carlsbad office as well. And just a little bit about Maxim, we do have quite various services here with us. We have our home care division, we have our companion division, our behavioral division, and a staffing division. So we have multiple different services along with work opportunities for our families. I specialize in the companion division, and a lot of our programs that we have here, our most popular one is respite care. So we work really closely with the San Diego Regional Center. Just in case you guys don't know what the San Diego Regional Center is, it's basically a government-funded entity that provides various different amount of services with the help of community partners like us. And they have over 36,000 consumers and counting. Okay, so that's huge. Imagine the population. And so we provide a majority of our services through respite care, private duty nursing, ABA services. The list goes on and on. As a matter of fact, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, Valeria, but I was just going to do a wow and say, wow, that's a lot of work. That means work-wise, it would always be there. You guys have a company, have a system that you would always have ongoing support and services for our community. Therefore, there's an ongoing labor needed for these services.
Exactly. And it continues. We are also contracted with the FMP through the ECHO Respite Program, specifically for military families, kiddos on the spectrum. And so say that you don't want respite, say that your kiddo receives private duty nursing. We also have that option as well. And we also do have ABA. So those are 2 fun facts there. Our third one that I want to say is that we are a 24/7 company. So yes, we work 8 to 5, but we do have our external providers that are working 24/7. right? They might be working overnight. Say that there's somebody that might need any respite support for night shifts, or their loved one is not able to take care of them at night. We have that for them. So that is huge. On top of that, we have a on-call coordinator who basically deals with emergency situations after hours. So she's able to support the individual or the client, right? If something were to happen while we get back in the office. And one fourth thing that I want to add is that we are completely 100% operational. We are providing services one-on-one in the home, of course, following the protocols that we have, now with COVID, but we are very operational.
That's wonderful. This is wow. You have a lot of services, so you have a lot of jobs. And I looked
A lot
into
of
your
jobs.
site. A lot of jobs. Yeah, a lot of jobs. Not just San Diego, but like Valeria said, nationwide. So I definitely encourage you to explore the opportunities. I think I looked it up this morning, and I was doing just a post to let our community know that you were coming live. And what did I find? I think 8,000 plus something careers throughout your 7,450 in healthcare openings, 20 headquarters openings, a
Yeah,
680 field office positions. So that's a lot of work right there. That's over 8,000 plus jobs available for military, for everyone. But in this case, we're for
definitely.
military spouses. So yeah. Now, why would you be a good fit for a military family or military spouse? Why should we choose you to go and apply and find a job?
Yes,
Maxim
I will
Healthcare
tell
Services.
you. The reason why we will be a good fit is because we're nationwide, right? So we have so many different offices, and with the military, sometimes there is a lot of relocating. And so this will be so much easier for the military spouses or anybody who's interested, right, to work with Maxim to just have a simple transfer. So say that you're in San Diego and you have to relocate and you have to move to Texas. That's completely okay. We will be pairing you with a recruiter who works in Texas, and it's going to have the same skill sets that you currently have. And we will have a team planning meeting so we could talk about the provider and say all the great things that you have done for our San Diego office and the great things that you will be doing for, say, the office in Texas. And from there, the recruiter in Texas will be able to know where to place you because we're having this dialogue, we're having this conversation. So then that way you are paired with the right fit. So that's one of our biggest things. Also, with Maxim, you could grow. We have so many situations where there is respite workers that are working one-on-one in the homes with kiddos, say, with autism. And say that later down the line, they want to obtain their CNA license. That's something that they're able to do and stay with Maxim and have guaranteed work. And say that after your CNA license, you want to pursue your registered nurse, you want to have more of a skilled set, right? You could work with our home care clients. So there is so much different things going on within the organization that there is going to be that right fit for you depending of your level of skill set that you have. Another fun thing that I do want to add is that for those that have a traveling bug and that they like to be in San Francisco, for a few weeks, or say they want to be in San Diego for a few weeks and then travel to Florida, we do have a traveling nurse program. So basically, say that you are working with Scripps, you could have a contract with them through Maxim for 30 weeks. And say that you want to work in another hospital in Florida, say that you want to do a transfer, that could totally be a situation and we can make it happen. So it's literally all about communication. Express what you want because we are flexible as long as, you communicate with us and let us know.
I love that. You brought three key components that we all love in the military spouse community. It's portable careers, employers who allow us to have that portable career, meaning that we can start in one place, one location, like you shared in San Diego, relocate to
Right.
Texas, and we don't have to quit our jobs and start all over again. We can look within the company and an upskill or upgrade, or maybe perhaps stay in the same job, but we don't have to start all over again. And I love that you're able to
Exactly.
facilitate that. Yeah. And then the
Yes.
traveling bug, of course, comes in, I think, for a lot of us after retirement in the military. Most of us want to do travel because we're used to so accustomed relocation in the military all the time. We want to travel, but we don't want to have to pay or relocate all the time on our own. but having a job
Right.
to do so, that would be super cool.
There you go.
Yeah. So Valia, walk us through the application process with so many opportunities, just in, in not so overwhelming terms. What does the application process look like? What, from the time we apply, perhaps select, what does that look like for a candidate? And or any other tips or tricks that you can share with us? Like, for instance, some employers like a resume formatted a certain way, others like to include a cover letter, others don't. Tell us, what are some of those tips and tricks that you can share when we go to your site and apply for careers, but also, what does the application process look like, so that we kind of know a little bit on our end what to expect.
Definitely. So first of all, I just want to say that the biggest tip that I have is your attitude, because you could have 20 years of experience, but if you do not have a positive attitude and you do not want to create an impact in, the patient's lives, you're not going to succeed. You need to
I'm
have a good,
hired.
there you go. Perfect. You're in. And then the second thing that I want to say, it's a resume and a cover letter. Talk to us about your work experience, your volunteer experience. We want to know who you are. And we want you to vocalize what are your goals, what are your short-term goals. So then that way we're able to work with you and stay with you for your whole career here at Maxim. Another thing that I do want to add is that each candidate that comes with Maxim is going to be given the name of a healthcare recruiter that's going to help them along the process and through the whole application process. So this recruiter will do an interview with you. They would talk to you about your short-term to long-term goals. They would help you with requirements. So say that you need to obtain your CPR and first aid and you just do not know where to go. The recruiter will definitely help you with that and facilitate the whole hiring process. So if you're able to obtain all the requirements, let's say fairly quickly, I would say that you would be eligible and ready to work like in around 2.5 weeks to 3, depending on a few forms. Sometimes our backgrounds could come back a little bit later, especially if you have moved around so many various times, but definitely you will have the support of a recruiter. And once you're all ready to work and everything looks finalized in your file, you will be given a few families. So then you could go out to the families and do meet and greets and see if these families are going to be a right fit for you, right? So after that happens, then that's when you will have your hopeful 40 hours, or say that if you're working part-time, you will have your part-time work.
Fabulous. That is incredible. Now, are you able to flex, like sometimes our lifestyle can be very unpredictable, at times
Right.
depending on the branch of service and whatnot. Can you start part-time, and then if you choose to have extra time, then later on upgrade to full-time and then go back to part-time and so on? Is that doable within your organization
That
for
is
some of the jobs?
definitely doable. Yes. So sometimes we have military spouses that they're also in school. They're trying to obtain their
Right.
education as well. So they'll do a part-time job with us. And then during the summers, they will do full-time. So it's extremely flexible. You just need to let us know and communicate with us and vocalize what your schedule is. If you are working mornings, let us know that you want to work mornings, so we don't put you in overnight care. If you want to work part-time, let us know that you just want to work 20 hours this week, but the following month you want to work 40 hours. And we also do have per diem work too. So say that now and then you want to pick up a few one-time shifts. Why not? We definitely have that.
I love that. I love that. I love how flexible you are. I swear. I mean, seriously, sign me up because you're so flexible with so many different roles, opportunities, and just everything we love in our military spouse community. Again, only because it helps, it adapts to our lifestyle for the current, when we are still active duty. It's portable. You're able to relocate with your job and not have to start all over again somewhere else or with a different company. But also you have the opportunity to upgrade to different positions as you continue
Exactly.
to, to grow into your career with the company, and then all these great opportunities also to flex, part-time, full-time, and like you mentioned, per diem. I feel like working next month and I can call you and say, hey, I'm ready to come back for a shift, pull me on call. Then I can maybe do that, right? So
Definitely. Let me set you up with my recruiters, okay?
there
I'll
you
have
go,
them
of
reach out
course.
to you.
All right. Thank you, Valeria. So now we just want to encourage everyone, in case you're watching this, we're out on 3 different platforms. So cannot see your comments or your questions unless you post them. So post your questions, your comments, and I do want to acknowledge one of our diehard supporters all the time, Jared. Thank you, Jared, for supporting. He's on LinkedIn right now. Thank you, Jared. Share the wealth of knowledge with your community about Maxim Healthcare Services, because these are jobs for military spouses, especially those with aspiring to be in the healthcare field. It's a great way for you to
Exactly.
get in and experience, what that will look like for you, and then continue to grow and reaffirm your commitment and your mission as a healthcare provider or a healthcare worker for your community. So, okay, so Valeria, anything else that we can share with the community as we get ready to wrap up? And thank you so much for your flexibility to manage this tech issues. So, but anything
No
else that we can
worries.
share with our community as far as how to get a hold of you? Did
Mhm.
I do for employment applications? I put the general national website, but is there any other way that we can all get a hold of you or connect for
Definitely.
local jobs in San Diego?
Yes. So we are currently hiring every single day. We are currently hiring. So feel free to give us a call, chat with us. If you have any questions or anything, we have so many healthcare recruiters that are able to help you. And if you want to have a dialogue with me, I am more than happy to have that conversation. You could call us at the area code of 619-298-7548. Again, that is area code 619-298-7548. And you can look for myself, Valeria Saca, and I will be transferring you over to one of our healthcare recruiters, so they will be able to assist you with the whole hiring process or just any general questions that you may have. Okay?
Great. I am putting this here right now for everyone so that if anyone watches the replay, um, can post that and review that and put it on. And also for me to be able to bring it up to you guys. Oh, it didn't go through. All right. Well, I'll make sure that I'll post under the comments the number so that anyone, there we go. Anyone can reach out to you guys. So there's my healthcare service here in the San Diego area. But if you're watching this from any of our other community services chapters, or you are interested in finding out, of course, just get a hold of me and we'll make sure that we connect you. And on Thursday, Valeria, I encourage you to send me the current, most up-to-date career opportunities, because that's where we have our
Yes.
career-thon, where we share all the
Ooh.
latest career opportunities available in our network that we can
Okay.
send a referral, one referral for our candidates to connect them. And like you share with us all the tips and tricks for how to become a good applicant, we will be sure to share those as well during our career-thon.
Awesome. I look forward to it. I will send all that information over to you. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. So, anything else? What do you have going on in for the rest of your day as we get now
Um,
ready to close this up?
I know. So I'll be taking lunch fairly soon. I am a big ramen person. I love Tajima. For anybody here in the San Diego, Central San Diego, I love Tajima and Rocky Rocky. So I'll most likely go get some lunch there, so I could get a little bit more energized and finish the day off strong. What about you, Laura?
Fantastic. So I'm going to keep in our community and our Facebook Spouseforce virtual community. We're going to keep talking about Maxine Healthcare Services and go there and highlight a few jobs that are locally and
Mhm.
amplify more discussion so that we can make sure that we get some military spouses in the local area hired. So
Awesome. Well, I just want to say it's such a pleasure to be here, and I really appreciate all your support and help. And I'm very hopeful to see you in our open house once we have our open house coming up.
absolutely. Come in. Thank you so much, Valeria. Thank you, everyone, for watching and supporting. Have a great rest of your week. Please post your comments. I'll come back and I'll answer those for you and make sure that you get connected with the right recruiters. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.